Part three of pruning in the garden. This took about a good week, as I've mentioned in the prior videos. I was really lucky. I had some nice weather, so I was able to knock out a few beds in just one day. Still have some pruning to do. Ring of Fire. This is Marilyn Monroe, and there's Ring of Fire. So some of these bushes are quite healthy, and they took a lot to prune. One of those was certainly Mr. Lincoln. We're going to show you that one in a second. Some of the ones that have been pruned, like Randy Scott, already showing signs of growth. So this pruning will encourage some growth. So you certainly want to wait until at least the heart of the winter has passed. So for us, mid-February is about when we start. Some of these canes are hard to remove, but look at that. By removing the middle part of that cane, it was crossing, you really open up that middle part of the bush. Other times it's more obvious when it's diseased like this. Again, I have a lot to work with on this Louise Estes. This is crossing and it's diseased. A pretty easy one to remove. And this is why you remove them. Crossing canes with those thorns will cause issues. And then if you get this kind of coat hanger appearance, it's just better to go down to the outward facing bud and clean that up. Some of these bushes were obvious, like I said, you want to cut out dead wood, anything diseased or crossing. Sometimes it will look like this, but it looks really bad. But look down there, way at the bottom. You can see a bud eye and a little bit of green growth around the bud union itself. So you may be left with nubs, but give it time, it will come back in most cases. The last couple bushes to do, Alina, Mr. Lincoln, Yolande Dargan, Old Garden Rose, some of these were quite tall. The top of that measuring stick there was 40 inches. So in the case of Mr. Lincoln, these were huge canes, and it took a while to open this bush up. You can see down to the end. I left one cane as a reference, but those are 30, 36 inches long, very nice. So opening up the middle part of the bush. And again, anything that's crossed, diseased, dead, those are the ones you want to take out. In some cases, you're left with quite a healthy bush, quite a contrast to the one I just showed you earlier that had some winter damage. So on some of them, you're going to be left with a lot. And the last one to do was Alina. This is what the garden looks like. Again, a lot of the bushes kind of in that 24 to 36 inch range, 2 to 3 feet. I'm not too picky. Other ones, depending on the severity of the winter in terms of dieback, were much smaller. But overall, garden is looking quite good. We're expecting some temperatures in the teens this upcoming week. So those bud eyes are pretty hardy and they'll certainly be put to the test.